How to think. A lot of people go through life not thinking much. I met this guy. He asked me actually, he's like, how's your Spanish? I'm here in Mexico. I'm trying to learn, but he immediately was like, you know what? You should download this 1,000 most used words in Spanish and just go over them whenever you have time. And I was like, this guy is a thinker. He's a problem solver. One of the things that I notice about a lot of people, they go through life without thinking a lot, without problem solving. When you think, you should always train your thoughts to solve problems or to think and analyze situations that are actually beneficial to you. I started this practice when I was building my e-commerce business. When I was building my e-commerce business, I was doing also my MBA master's 400 kilometers away in a small town in Canada. It's called Kamloops. I didn't want to live in Kamloops. Kamloops was so small and boring. It was deadly. I stayed there for a month or for a whole semester, and I just didn't dig it. It was too dead for me. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in Vancouver. I used to drive 400 kilometers back and forth every week. And during that drive, I would get all these ideas and thoughts in my head that are completely meaningless. So I started training my brain to think about things that are useful for my business. And I started freaking a lot of benefits out of it because I realized I'm in a flow state. I don't have to do much in a car. I'm just there and my brain is just going on and on and on. And when I plant a seed, and that seed is like, for example, let's say abandoned cards flow. What's the first email? What I could modify, what I could add, what can I test there? And then the second email in abandoned cards, how long between the two emails, and so on and so forth. And when I started doing this consistently, I came up with a lot of solutions, and I used to change my business so much during that drive. So when I'm in the car thinking about all these ideas, I put them in a note on my phone so those ideas I don't lose them. And in the classroom, I would go over those notes and organize them and start digging into them a little bit more and build strategy around them and such. And that practice stuck with me. A lot of times people go through life without implementing that into their thinking process, and a lot of their thoughts become this, oh shit, like cramp. Back to it. Look, we live in a time now where things move way too fast. There isn't enough time for you to catch up on things, right? By the time you learned about Instagram, TikTok came, and after TikTok, Twitch is there, and then crypto, and then NFTs, and now metaverse. There is simply way too much now. Back in the day, you learn a couple of things, you go to work, you bang it out, and then you go home and you just sit. If there's radio or TV, you fucking watch that, and then that's it. That's your day very much. Now, we don't have that luxury. There's too much. If you want to compete in a market, there's way too much. Things are moving way too fast now. In order for you to stay at least somewhat competitive, you want to utilize the time when you're hanging out. You're at the beach, you're just waiting for the bus, especially people that work night shifts or a lot of waiting, a lot of sitting around. Are you sitting around watching TikTok videos? If you are, you're never gonna make it. First thing to do, if you got time in between things, try to throw an idea or go on your phone, write some things in your notes and try to dig into them. Be productive, utilize this time. And when you do this long enough, your brain get used to thinking and you become a thinker. If you see your brain going into some bullshit thoughts about your ex or something that is completely useless and actually sometimes just create more anxiety and depression, try to throw in something productive. That's it. This is the end of the day. I'm Yusuf, the digital nomad dream, and this channel is going to be just talking about things that help me achieve the greatness that I have around me. 7 figure, whatever, you go. Peace.